On the outside, it seemed like I had the perfect life. I was lucky and born into a well-off family. But in reality, I was petrified of my parents and spent a lot of time alone in my room, hiding away from them, trying to find other dangerous ways just for some attention. As a young kid, I was always jealous of anyone injured because everyone would come crowded around them at school and ask to sign their cast or borrow their crutches, and I badly wanted that for myself. At first, it was just little things, like pretending having a cold or a sore wrist. I mean, we've all pretended to be sick to get out of school, but this was something different. I didn't know what it was, but it felt good, so I kept doing it. This whatever thing I have gets worse as I get older. I used to dream about being in car accidents, having people fuss over me. It felt so nice, and when I woke up, I would be upset that my dream was just a dream. It would propel me into faking things more and more, desperate to get that distinct feeling I had in my dreams in real life. But slowly, people caught on to me. They were harsh, and I don't know why, but it set something alight in me. I needed to prove to them that they were wrong, and I was truly sick. That's why, when I was 9, I had my first induce. I waited until everyone was out of the house, then downed copious amounts of soap until I went to sleep. When I woke up, there was a pile of sick covering my mattress. I was hot, sticky. I made myself to go into school because I knew my parents wouldn't really care. And boy, it was worth it. After that, I went from attempting to break my limbs to plotting to blind myself. It consumed me. I became a huge danger to myself. I hated myself for what I did, and it only served to make me sicker. I was about 15 when I was doing research for my latest attempt to harm myself. But instead of finding the information I needed, I came across someone talking about Munchausen syndrome, or FDIS. I copied and pasted the term into the Google search bar and instantly regretted it. It is a disorder in which a person repeatedly acts like they are sick when they are not really sick. The symptoms fit me exactly, but people weren't well perceiving of it. I found anyone classed as a munchie, which was often not the case at all, stalked until they broke down, normally coming off social media altogether. I instantly sunk back into my own little world, carrying on as I was before, and fiercely denying I was a munchie whenever it crossed my mind. I stayed like that for a few years, pushing my body past extreme limits and picking up irreparable damage because of what I was doing to myself. But I couldn't physically stop. Urges mounted on top of each other and carried on building until I caved in. And besides, I kind of liked it. They were like my battle scars, reminders of what I've been through. It wasn't until a close friend gently teased me out of my shell after a bad episode, I finally came clean and accepted I was a munchie. I went online to have another Google to see if there was anyone else with Munchausen sharing their journey. Unsurprisingly, there wasn't. I felt extremely alone and isolated because even though my friend was trying to help me, she didn't know what it was like on a personal level. It was then when I made my Instagram, Diary of a Munchie Kid. It changed everything. A year on, and I've got out of my familial home, and I'm working towards my recovery. It is not easy in the least, but when I struggle or have a stumble, I talk with all the other munchies I've met through my account, knowing I've helped them accept themselves and work towards recovery too. There is nothing more rewarding than having someone message you after a shy 6 months of following your journey and having them come clean to you and only you. Not to mention, I've met some good, supportive friends through it, and I'm slowly helping change people's perception of Munchausen. The truth is, most munchies have lived through hell. I class myself as lucky because for me, it was just few unfortunate. We all have a story, normally a long one, but we also have a personality. Munchausen doesn't define us, but it's a part of who we are pretty much forever, as there is very little treatment out there, all of which carry large, untrivial risks. I'm slowly learning to love myself, flaws and all, and I hope to continue to spread the word and help others love themselves too.